Well, the Securities and Exchange Commission says it will drop its lawsuit against the largest U.S. crypto company, Coinbase. So the SEC sued Coinbase in 2023, alleging that the company was putting consumers at risk of financial harm. So let's get to CBS News MoneyWatch correspondent Kelly O'Grady, my buddy there on the screen. Kelly, this is seen as a huge win for the crypto industry. Take us through that lawsuit and what this latest development really means.
Yeah, Reed, it is a big win for the crypto industry and, of course, Coinbase. So just a bit of context. Back under the Biden administration, the SEC sued Coinbase for basically, which was one of the largest crypto exchanges, for operating an unregistered securities exchange. And what they were arguing is that the different types of products, crypto products that they were allowing users to buy and sell on their platform were actually securities or kind of like a stock, and they hadn't registered that. Now, there is a lot of confusion, a lot of lack of clarity around what these crypto assets are. That is something that this next administration will be taking on. But the SEC was saying, look, you're doing something illegal. The fact that Coinbase is saying, the SEC has not commented, but Coinbase is saying the SEC is now dropping this suit is a huge deal, a huge win for the crypto industry, because let's remember, this new administration has said that they are going to be pro-crypto. The crypto industry spent big on ensuring a pro-crypto White House and a pro-crypto Congress was elected in November. And so the fact that we've now seen the SEC change hands, and this is one of the first big things that we're seeing in the crypto industry, this lawsuit being dropped, is potentially a signal to the broader industry of a lighter touch for things to come.
And that'll likely be taken as a green light. You know, Kelly, one of my favorite things about this segment that we do is you take terms that we hear all the time in financial news, you break them down so that people can understand them. Consumer sentiment, people say that all the time in stories like these. It just took a dip in the United States. What is consumer sentiment? What does it mean to the consumer, and why the dip?
So consumer sentiment, it is a survey that is sent out, and it measures basically how people feel about the economy, how people feel about their savings, how people feel about prices. And it dipped. It dipped a lot, actually. So we got a preliminary reading a couple of weeks ago that was already not looking good. And in fact, it came in even lower today. So the number 64.7, don't really focus on that. What you need to know is that is 10% lower than where that consumer sentiment data stood last month. And specifically what made it drop. There was a quote that really stuck out to me in the press release, and it said that people are worried about tariffs and that prices could increase, quote, imminently. And so, of course, this is real-time data that we are getting over the past month about how people are feeling about the different policies, the different things that they are seeing develop that could potentially impact their wallet. And this dovetails with what we were talking about yesterday, Reed, with Walmart predicting potential pullback in spending, with retail sales dipping last month. We're starting to see a picture of the economy take shape where consumers are getting a little bit antsy.
Yeah, I was really literally going to reference our conversation yesterday about Walmart, because you taught us that Walmart is a bellwether for how Americans are feeling about the economy. This is pretty fascinating here. So let's switch gears a little bit. Let's talk about something called a modem chip and how some new developments in the industry may signal a little bit of a breakup, right?
That is correct. So Apple, remember, we got a new Apple iPhone earlier this week, the 16e. It's their new economy version of the iPhone. So something that didn't really make headlines because everyone was excited about, oh, a new phone, is that they are going to be making their own modem chips. Now, a modem chip is how your phone connects to a mobile network, because your phone is just sort of a device. If it doesn't have a network to connect to, you're not going to be able to do anything on it. So the modem chip allows you to connect to the internet, for example. They always worked with Qualcomm in the past. That's a chip maker, and they paid for those chips. They paid royalties. In fact, last year, analysts estimate that they paid $2.5 billion in royalties. So Apple has now developed its own modem chip. This is really great for Apple as long as the quality is as good as Qualcomm. We'll be able to see if that performance in the new phone is as good as previous chips when we get access to this phone in a week, but it's going to lower costs for them not good for Qualcomm. They're losing a very big customer in Apple, and the stock, in fact, is down over 3% today. So really, this is all about Apple lowering costs and kind of having all of the technology when it comes to that modem chip in-house.
Okay, well, you say chips. I think burritos. Did you get that Chipotle burrito we talked about yesterday? She's not saying. Kelly O'Grady, thank you so much, my friend. You have a great day and a great weekend.